What's going on, guys? Welcome to another full day of dirty bulking. As you can see, it's pretty cold outside right now. If you're watching this on Saturday, today is Black Friday when I record it. So if you guys had a great Thanksgiving, I hope you did. But time to get to the food. So I stopped at Wawa this morning for breakfast and I got a bagel. This is the one I always get. It's turkey sausage, egg white, and cheese. I just realized I've been looking at the screen the whole time, sorry. Still gotta get used to that, but look at this thing, guys. It's so good. Macros are 12 fat, 43 carbs, and 22 protein, so not that bad, honestly. So I'm gonna eat that. Let's give you taste tests. Usually I put like ketchup and stuff on this kind of stuff, but I don't think I'm gonna need to. Good. You guys already know about the Boston cream donuts. I always have those, but I don't know about this one. Pretty awesome. It's like an Oreo all-around donut. Approved. So I'm gonna eat this. It's probably close to 1,000 calories, and then head into work. No idea what I'm eating for the rest of the day, so I guess you guys will find out. Alright, so this is like meal or snack number 2. I still have no idea what I'm eating later. I have a general idea, but I'm not sure yet. I brought this with work for me today. It's a Combat Crunch bar. Had it before, birthday cake flavor. It's not too bad. It's alright. I wouldn't say it's better than Quest, but it's a little bit different. I kind of just use it so I don't get tired of Quest. So 7 grams of fat, 25 carbs, 12 fiber, 20 protein. It's a little more expensive, but it's a different like texture and just, I don't know. But I'm gonna have this and then I'll be out to eat. But we're gonna go to some buffet. I don't know if it's gonna be like an American, like Golden Corral, or if it's gonna be like Chinese. But either one, I need a lot of calories to hit. It's already like 5:30. So that's what we're gonna do. And yeah, Golden Corral it is. You wanted to be in my videos, right? But yeah, we're here at Golden Corral. I will show you what I eat. Alright, so I'm gonna try to estimate these macros at about infinity carbs. No, but I think maybe 80. I'm gonna underestimate. So 80 carbs for this. It's pretty good. Maybe 50 fat and 40 protein for all this. Alright, so this plate looks like around 40 carbs, maybe 25 protein with the steak and everything, and then maybe 12 to 20 fat, I would say. Alright, so we have chocolate cake here. There's probably a lot of fat, a lot of carbs, a little bit of protein. I'll estimate it later. And then some melting soft serve with some M&Ms and whipped cream. So that's what we got. And then Matt has a really dirty cone, which I don't know why he grabbed it, but I'm pretty full. So I'm at home. It is pretty late at night. I'm editing this video. I still haven't finished my food for the day, but I'm going to after this clip for you guys. But right now I just want to go over my estimations for these macros, my reasonings, and just kind of to help, I guess, understand what I'm doing. So let's look at this. So these are screenshots from the video of what I actually ate. I ate everything that was on the plate. So basically what I wanted to do was estimate so that I can make sure that I'm getting enough calories in, enough macros, you know, while still getting the food I wanted and everything like that. So when you're bulking, it's always good to underestimate, because the worst possible scenario from estimating is that you estimate too much and then you don't eat enough for that day. So in order to make sure you're still in a surplus, whatever you think it is, just track it as a little bit less. That way you can pretty much almost guarantee you're gonna hit your macros. So as far as carbs go, this is a very carb heavy meal. I would say this cornbread right here is probably 20 carbs. This pizza is probably another 20 or 25 carbs. Mashed potatoes, probably 30 carbs right there. Now these are like pretty kind of like an underestimate. And then these are steak tips right there. So if we're looking at that, that's 20, 25, and 30 or something like that. So let's just call that 70 carbs. I know that math was wrong, but I'm just underestimating. So let's just call that 70 carbs. There's cheese there, there's some fat in here, there's some fat in there, butter and stuff, and then the steak is obviously a fatty type of meat. So these are steak tips over here with gravy and stuff. So let's say that with the cheese and the cornbread and potatoes, all of that together is probably 15 grams of protein, just in like trace amounts of protein. And then the steak tips, let's say that's another 30 grams of protein, because that's I got a ton of steak tips over there. Now it is a fatty meat, so overall this whole entire plate was probably around 35 grams of protein. So 35 grams of protein, 70 carbs so far. Now let's look at the fat. So for the fats, obviously pizza has cheese on it. It's probably around 15 fat. So let's say 15 there. Steak tips is probably another 15, so 30 fat. Potatoes are probably 10, so 40 fat. And the cornbread's probably like 5 or so. So let's just say 45, and then let's just track that as 35. So 35 fat, 35 protein, and 70 carbs for this meal. Now this isn't the best screenshot, but this is the next meal. I had a ton of macaroni and cheese there. Those like meatball looking things are hush puppies, I believe they're called. And the onion rings over there. So as far as fats go, this is probably going to be one of the heavier fat meals I had. So this is about probably 30 grams of fat for the whole thing. As far as carbs go, obviously the macaroni and cheese. So I'm going to say 45 grams of carbs for this whole thing, even though there's probably honestly like 70 or 80 in there. So let's say 45 grams of carbs. And for protein, the cheese is going to carry some protein, and the hush puppies are going to be the other sources of protein. So this meal is probably 20 grams of protein. So I forgot what I even said before, but I'm just going to go with around 30 fat, 45 carbs, and 25 protein. So this next meal is basically some more steak tips. These ones without gravy. Then we had some onions and peppers just for like taste. A roll, and that's roast. That's like pot roast, I believe it's called over there, with some veggies. And that's in like a sauce. So protein, as far as it goes, in the steak there will be some, in the bread there'll be a little bit, and then the meat portion of that roast. So all together here, I'm going to go ahead and say another 35 grams of protein, because it might not look like a lot, but it's a pretty good amount of steak. So 35 grams of protein. As far as carbs go, mainly going to come from the bread, but also a little bit in the veggies. So let's go ahead and call this 30 carbs. So 35 protein, 30 carbs so far. And then for fat, there will be some in the steak along with some of the stuff in the roast, and maybe a little bit in the bread, because everything's cooked in oil, like I said, butter and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and say 20 fat for this as well. So 20 fat, 25 protein, and 30 carbs, or whatever I said. I forget. All right, now here we have this like chocolate like lava cake or something. It was like kind of like, I ate a little bit of it, so that's why it looks all messy when I started recording this. So this is going to be more like sugar, so it's going to be higher carbs. It does have a good amount of fat in it and lower protein, so let's call it as this right here is probably 20 carbs. And remember I'm underestimating, so 20 carbs, 12 fat, and 4 protein. That's probably like a good underestimate. Now remember guys, I've been tracking macros for a while now, and I can easily eyeball food when I go out. It might not be accurate to the gram, but luckily I'm dirty bulking, so you know, I'll explain everything after this basically. Right here is the soft serve. This is going to be like pretty much M&M's, whipped cream, and like the soft serve ice cream that you get at like typical buffet places. It's pretty much like heavy carbs only. So this one is probably around 50 to 60 carbs. It is dairy, so we'll have some protein. So I'm going to go ahead and say, well, actually, I don't know if soft serve is dairy. Either way, it's probably like 10 grams of protein and probably 15 grams of fat. So guys, I know the lighting is pretty bad right here, but just want to go over the reasoning behind the estimations today. So at the end of this video, you're going to see my macros on MyFitnessPal, and there's almost a guarantee that I'm going to be low on certain things. Probably carbs. My fats will probably be there, but my protein might even be a little low too. The reasoning for this isn't because I was lazy, I didn't hit my macros today, I didn't eat enough or anything like that. It's because my bulk is coming to an end, so I only have about a month left of bulking. So I'm not like going crazy with the dirty bulk, because I've already pretty much eaten everything I wanted to eat in dirty bulk, just like a champ. There's no need for me to keep going all crazy and stuff. So basically yesterday was Thanksgiving, and if I had to guess, I had a huge family party. I probably ate at least 7,000 calories yesterday. Easily over 1,000 grams of carbs, easily over 400 grams of protein, and that's just how it is. So I ate maybe even 10,000 calories yesterday. I've literally never been that full in my life yesterday, besides the 15,000 calorie challenge and the 10,000 calorie challenge. So that was yesterday. So today I didn't need to eat as much, because if you didn't know this, macros and calories, they're pretty much based off a week. So you want to figure out your weekly averages and everything like that. That's a whole nother video, but I went over by a ton yesterday. So today I wanted to either hit my macros or maybe even just go like a little bit under on certain things, maybe like less than 500 calories short or whatever I was. It isn't a big deal. My week, pretty much no matter what I eat for the rest of the week, I'll be in a surplus with the amount of food I ate yesterday, even protein. So that's how I do it. You can do it that way. Some people don't like it, but I mean, everything that I've always done, I've stayed consistent with, and this is how my body works. If I eat a ton of food the day before and I don't eat as much the next day, it pretty much averages out for me. I'll still get the same results. I'll still feel just as good. So I just do it this way. It's not the end of the world. But yeah, so I did eat a good amount of food today, obviously, and these are underestimates. So even if my macros are a little bit lower than what you expected, there's a good chance they're actually higher than what I have them as, because those were pretty good underestimates. There's probably a lot more carbs and a little bit more fat than what I estimated, and even a little more protein. So that's pretty much just what I wanted to go over at Golden Corral. I ate a ton on Thanksgiving. Today's the day after Thanksgiving, so I didn't eat as much because I literally doubled my normal calories yesterday. But at the end of the day, I still got plenty, even though that I might have not hit my calorie goal. I'm not sure if I did yet. I haven't really looked at my MyFitnessPal yet. Even though I didn't hit it, that doesn't mean that I'm not still in a surplus. This just means I didn't hit as high of a surplus. So it's not that big of a deal. So I'll show you what I'm going to eat for the rest of today, even though it is 2 a.m. All right, finally made it to the final meal. Right here we have 2 scoops of Cellucor Cinnamon Swirl. By the way, guys, I'm sorry about that last clip's audio. I didn't realize how strong my camera is at picking up sounds. It even picked up the cooling fan out of my laptop, so sorry about that if you heard it. But 50 grams of protein in here from 2 scoops of Cellucor Cinnamon Swirl protein, 1 blueberry bagel. I forget the macros on these, but you'll see it after this. And also I'm gonna eat 2 $20 bills, just so I can, basically every dollar is worth like 1 gram of protein. So that's around 40 grams of protein right there as well. All right, guys, so scratch just about everything I said before about not being sure if I'm gonna hit my macros, and everything about becoming under, because I actually hit them perfectly. Well, not my macros, but I hit my calorie requirement perfectly, so that's good. Macros at the end of the day were 550 carbs, 168 fat, and 221 protein. Protein is spot on perfect. The carbs and fats, I normally on a typical day, they're not that ratio. They're a lot lower fats, around 100 grams, and then the rest is carbs, usually around 700 to 800 grams, if I remember correctly. And I normally aim for around 4,500 calories, at least 4,400 usually. And look what I hit, 4,554. And these are underestimates too, so most likely higher than that. So we got the turkey sausage bagel this morning, the cookies and cream donut, the Boston cream donut, birthday cake protein bar. This is from Golden Corral. You can even go back and check, but I added it all up what I said. So 315 carbs, 112 fat, and 109 protein for all those plates of food. The bagel I'm eating currently, and the 2 scoops of protein that I'm also drinking currently. Sorry about my cracked phone, but it is what it is. So yeah, ideally want a little bit less fat, more carbs, but it's all cool. Glad I hit, extra calories, never hurts. So, but yeah, typically, honestly, I probably would have gone under if I didn't go to the buffet today without even caring. So, yesterday I did eat a lot, but at least I hit my macros today and stuff, so that's always cool. Alright, but I want to thank you guys so much for watching the video. I really do appreciate you guys always tuning in and watching these videos every Saturday. I have a lot of things getting planned right now for 2016, but I'll talk about them throughout the month of December. But just stay tuned, and yeah, that's really all I want to say right now. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, leave a thumbs up. That helps my channel grow tremendously, and I would owe you my life every time you press that thumbs up. So thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you have not already. If you want online coaching, workout plans, meal plans, Skype consultations, whatever, $25 per month macro coaching, all in the description below where it says online coaching. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that. Thank you for watching again for the 90th time, and I will see you guys in the next video.